Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grandmaster Knockout. In the left corner, the one, the only, Niemann. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, Anand. Tonight, one board, 64 squares, playing white. Niemann, playing black, Anand. Gentlemen, let the battle begin. Niemann, pawn to e4. Anand, pawn to e5. Niemann, knight to f3. Anand, knight to c6. Niemann, bishop to c4. Anand, bishop to c5. Niemann, pawn to d3. Anand, knight to f6. Niemann, castles kingside. Anand, pawn to d6. Niemann, pawn to c3. And castles kingside. Niemann, rook to e1. Anand, pawn to h6. Niemann, pawn to h3. Anand, pawn to a6. Niemann, pawn to a4. Anand, bishop to a7. Niemann, knight to bd2. Anand, rook to e8. Niemann, pawn to b4. Anand, bishop to e6. Niemann, bishop takes a6. Anand, rook takes a6. Niemann, queen to c2. Anand, queen to d7. Niemann, knight to b3. Anand, rook to e8. Niemann, bishop to b2. Anand, pawn to b5. Niemann, pawn takes b5. Anand, pawn takes b5. Niemann, pawn to d4. Anand, pawn takes d4. Niemann, knight takes d4. Anand, knight to e5. Niemann, rook to add 1. Anand, knight to c4. Niemann, bishop to c1. Anand, bishop to b6. Niemann, bishop to f4. Anand, rook to add 8. Niemann, knight to f5. Anand, queen to c6. Niemann, bishop takes h6. Anand, knight takes a 4. Niemann, knight to 3d4. Anand, bishop takes d4. Niemann, rook takes d4. Anand, pawn to d5. Niemann, rook takes a 4. Anand, rook takes a 4. Niemann, rook takes a 4. Niemann lands the knockout. Anand has no answer. If you love this fight, smash that like button and subscribe. More legendary battles are coming your way. See you in the next one.